All right, there's our cart with 3 solar panels on top, and here's our one with 2 solar panels on top. You can see I got something sitting on top of both of these because the voltage. This grid tie inverter didn't like the high voltage of these panels, so I just blocked off some of the cells and then turned it on, and it fired up and is running now. But I want to show you the Powerwall battery that we're going to put on this cart, the cells we're going to use for it, and got them for pretty cheap. I probably paid, I want to say I paid probably a little over $1,000 for 18 kilowatt hours. So here's the cells we're going to be using, and I got quite a few boxes of these, 18 kilowatt hours worth, and they are 10 watt hours each. So and I got more boxes there, so we have to find a way to hook all of these together, and they have the little slots, and I was trying to figure out a way to maybe get some metal inside each slot, but then I think what we're going to do is probably drill a hole in the back of each one of these. Since it was just plastic, I took one apart and figured it was just plastic here, so I just drilled a hole through, and we're going to try to of course lay them all out together like this, wrap them together, electrical tape them together or whatever, and then we can take a piece of wire and stick it through all of them and then parallel all of these. We got the main positive and negative on the far left and right, so we'll just parallel all of them, and then we'll series as based off of whatever type of battery we end up building. So we got some of this wire. Found some of this at Lowe's. It was just some stranded grounding wire, and it was about the only wire I could find that was solid, and it looked about the right gauge, and it's already stripped. I just gotta unwind it from each other. So we're going to try this out. If this ends up working, we'll just get some more of this from Lowe's, so I'll let you know how this works out. All right, well, here's one pack. I was putting 20 together, so I got 10 facing this way and 10 facing this way, which gives me 20. So this should be about a 200 watt hour battery right here. I guess almost a quarter a kilowatt hour, be about 400 watt hours. I was finding it really troublesome to get the metal to push all the way through 10 of them. So I decided I'm gonna probably just stick to doing 5 and 5, so 10 total. So this would be 100 watt hours. So 10 of these would be a kilowatt hour. And still was tricky to get them to shove through there. I'm trying some different methods. It seems like just shoving them straight through is one at a time, top and bottom, has been my best method so far. Tried stringing them on, but this just is the best way. Still I mean, a lot of work. Hopefully I'll simplify the process a little bit, but that's probably the best way to use these batteries, is what I found, is this right here. Just take some of this stranded copper ground wire, make sure the gauge looks about right. Probably could live with a little bit smaller gauge than that. This feels like, almost feels like 14 gauge, maybe a teeny bit smaller. So anyways, got a lot of work to build. 18 kilowatt hours, since this is probably quarter of a kilowatt hour. One more quick thing I forgot to mention. The other thing I had to do with this wire was smash it flat. So basically just took my hammer and just smashed it flat so that we could have it flat enough to just shove in. So that's one thing I forgot to mention, and that's also did the math wrong. Half a kilowatt hour, that's not a quarter, so still got a lot of work.